Alright, so our story problem right now is about Mr. Pettingill, and he baked 1,078 cookies. He sold them in boxes of 11 cookies each. So how many boxes does Mr. Pettingill have? So this problem I know is deficient because we're starting with 1,078 cookies and we're putting those cookies into boxes, and each box will have 11 cookies in them. So we're not going to be getting a bigger answer. That wouldn't make any sense. We have to get a smaller answer. So what we're going to do to solve this problem is we're going to set up partial quotients. And that looks something like this. Kind of has the big 7. I like to put a little area and I label it work because I like to show my work. And what we're going to do is we are starting with 1,078 cookies. So that's going to be my dividend. And we're going to take those 1,078 cookies and we're going to break them up, and there's going to be 11 cookies in each box. So the 11 will go right here, and that is my divisor. So now all you have to do is you have to figure out, all right, 11 times what is close to or equal to 1,078? I always like to start small, and then I work my way up. So I always go, all right, 11 times 1. That's 11. I know that fact. It's easy. But I don't want to do 11 times 1 every time down here. That's going to take me so long. So what if I go and do 11 times 10? Well, I know 11 times 1 is 11, but this is multiplied by 10, so I have a 0. So it's 110. But I still want to get closer. I'm really, really greedy. So what if I did 11 times 100? Well, I know that that's going to be 1,100. But I can't do that number because 1,100 is bigger than 1,078. So let me think. What if I half 100? And I know if I have $100, half of 100 is 50. So 11 times 50, I know, is 550. But I'm so greedy, and I'm starting to notice this pattern that every time I do 11 times 5, it's going to be 55. So 11 times 50 is 550. So I'm going to think of my 11 facts. I know that 100 is a little bit too big. So what if I just try this? What if I try 11 times 90? Well, let me look at a basic fact. I know 11 times 9 is 99, but I'm multiplying it by a 10, so I have to add my 0. 990. 990 is pretty close to 1,078, so I'm going to use that. 11 times 90. It's so important that you write what you're multiplying by in this area right here so that you remember. 11 times 90 is 990. And I'm just going to subtract. So let's see. Take a different color marker. 8 minus 0 is 8. Oh, I can't do 7 minus 9, so I have to go next door. But oh no, next door there's nothing, so I have to go further. I'm going to take a 10 from this 1 and make this a 0. This 0 will become a 10, but I have to take a 10 from here. So I'm going to be making this 10 a 9, and then this 7 will be a 17. Because I'm taking 10 from my neighbor. So let's see, 17 minus 9, that's 8. 9 minus 9 is 0, and 0 minus 0 is 0. I don't have to write those zeros there. So now I just have to figure out, all right, 11 times what is close to or equal to 88? Well, I know that 11 times 8 is 88. 8 minus 8 is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. So I don't have a remainder. But what is going to be my quotient? My answer to the division problem? Well, you have to add up 90 and 8. So I'm going to rewrite that so that my place values are lined up. Sometimes I get confused. 90 plus 8, well, 0 plus 8 is 8. 9 plus 0 is 9. So my quotient is 98. And I like to write it on top, my division bar. How many boxes does Mr. Pettingill have? Mr. Pettingill has 98 boxes.